we here. Testing. Uh, about 2 weeks. Trying to make sure everything is working good. Testing. I think we're good. Welcome everybody back to Hideout. It's your boy Outlaw Kid. Sorry, it's been a while. Been busy with life. Um, but that is no excuse. But here we are with another stream. We're gonna get back into it. We are getting back into the Pokemon Team Rocket Edition grind. Last time we left off, we were heading to the SSN. If you guys don't remember, we just battled Bill and we took his teleportation patent. But as you know how we always start the stream, started off with a nice little rip and coffee sip. Just let's see. No, let's go ahead and do two. Got one. Got a Digimon Classic. A little bit on the top. Then we got a Code Geass Union Arena. I think it's the same thing that we ripped last time. Thinking. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and start with the Code Geass. All right, let's see. So we first got is Ikaragu. We got Lelouch himself. Got another CC. Try to see if I got that in the middle for y'all. Got an Anya Alistream. We got a Dot Hard Read. I have to rewatch this. I haven't watched this anime in a long time. It's been years. We have the Gino Weinberg. Jeremiah Gottwald. Knights of the Round. Gunru. Charlie Fennett. We got another CC. This one is hollow. Then our final card is a Nunali V Britannia. Britannia. That's how it's pronounced. Alright, not bad, not bad. We got, I think this is, yeah, we got two rares. So nothing too special, nothing out there. Alright, let's jump right into Digimon. It is fighting me. So we got Itakumon. We got Togumon. Elecmon. Devimon. Is that Meramon? Megadramon. Andromon. Zudamon. We got Edamon. Ooh, we got Rosemon. Got a Gabulon. Metal Greymon. And an Agumon. Agumon is hollow, and I believe so is Metal Greymon. Not bad. Again, we just got Metal Greymons are rare, and the hollow Agumon is uncommon, but we'll still take it. All right. Without further ado, let's get into it. Again, we are back Team Rocket. And I apologize, let me get chat back up. better. And here we go. Let's get back into it. All right. So yes. So last time we left off, we had got to Bill's secret garden. We caught a few Pokemon, and when we left off, I was training a few of them. And this is a team so far. We got Jelly, Tentacool, our Surfer Ferret, Ghastly, Houndour. I believe this named him Bones. And we got him from the egg. Our starter, Zubat, from Bill's Secret Garden. We got Larvitar. And that is the current team. I know this isn't going to be anywhere near the final team. I do know I will be keeping Zubat and Tank. And honestly, I might keep Bones for a good while. And for it, I just need Ferret until I can get a better water Pokemon that will also have Surf. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get to SSN. All right, here's Andrew. Any signal about our supposed wild card to enter SSN? I see. Things have been looking up for us since the failure at Mount Moon. It was just about time for them to recognize your skill, and now we're here as high rank grunts. You know what that means, don't you? They'll assign us more important missions, so we'll be moving between the big fishes of this organization. This doesn't seem like a run of the mill mission either. Did you see our faces when we knew about Giovanni himself ordering this mission? Whatever's in that captain's flask, we'll find it. I wonder if we'll get to see Giovanni after. You must be the hiring grunts sent by Petro, aren't you? Indeed. So who are you? Tetsuya, one of the Kanto Bikers Association bosses. But it doesn't matter right now. Hey, look, let me tell you what we're gonna do here. I scoped this guy out, and he loves marine Pokemon. I'm gonna rile him up so you guys can sneak into the SSN. When I give the order, hurry aboard and leave the rest to me. Hey, you! Yeah, you! The heck are you wasting away in a dump like this for? Fawning over your squishy, wimpy water Pokemon. Darn those Tentacool. All they're good for is clogging up our summer. What did you just say? Run that by me again, you poison-loving runt. Newsflash, Tentacles and poison Pokemon too. Yeah, whatever. Real poison Pokemon like Weezing, Gengar, or Golbat can handle their worst enemy. No problem. Ground Pokemon. Tentacle and Tentacruel, though, all that water sure doesn't do jack to keep them from getting buried. All it does is just wash out everything that makes a poison Pokemon good. All water's good for is just drowning out all the positives of every other type. This guy's going in. Oh, that's it, you bastard. I'll make you pay for running your motor mouth over the purity of water, Pokemon. Now let me show you just how wrong you really are. Now, Outlaw. It sure was easier to waltz on in than it looked, huh? Most of this luxury cruise passengers are foreigners. It'll be easy to blend in and hop into the captain's cabin without getting side-eyed. Once we get in, we'll track the jar and sneak it off. Let's go. All right. Pretty uncommon to see people with those clothes around here. It is a custom of any town in this region at all. SSN Luxury Party is unmatched across all regions. All right. So what we're gonna do is the common thing. We're gonna verse everybody on the ship. You insolent pup! How dare you barge in? Gentleman Thomas would like to battle. So thou growleth. All right. So let's go ahead and use. I don't remember if he had a partner in Pokemon, but let's use Toxic Spikes. And then let's just take him out. He does have another Growlithe. So now he's going to come in poisoned. Let's hit it with another Water Pulse. Oh, that one hit hard. All right, Jelly's now level 18. I think Jelly's gonna evolve at 24-ish, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong. I don't really use Tentacle that often, but I know. So this game is played off of Emerald version. And if I'm not mistaken, Emerald is Tentacle is decently it's a decent Pokemon to have an Emerald. So where as far as like it's pretty fast as you can see, it outpace sped Growlithe, and he is special attack. So essentially he might be my water Pokemon as far as saying it, but I first have to get served, so that's one thing. Um I'm getting a little bit of lag. I guess that's what I get for streaming and playing at the same time. Alright. If it gets too bad, let me know, guys. I might have to take something off. Okay, so the second room is going to be our Poke Center. You're rude and also a rocket. You have no mercy. Gentleman Arthur would like to battle. Now we got a Nidoran. So poison is not hurt. Oh wait, it's ground. No, not ground yet. Um, let's just do water pulse. That's not gonna hurt. Not gonna lie, I remember having Nidoran in yellow version specifically to go against Brock. I believe you can catch him on the left side. I don't remember what route. I don't know if that's Route 25 by Viridian City. I believe it was just a really rare chance to getting him that early. Um, but yeah, I remember having and getting him to double kick so he can take out Brock pretty easily. All right, Nidoran is done. Second battle success. Waiter, I like a grilled Toro steak followed by the Magic Carp sushi. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I'm not gonna lie. That actually sounds kind of tasty, especially a Toro steak. Ooh, Safari Zone, here we come. Some of the other guests have behaved terribly on this cruise, like spoiled brats. I'm proud to say I've raised my daughter better than that. I should try to go up just to go to the wiggly stuff, but that's fine. My healthy and well cared for Pokemon against your dirty Pokemon? Made it sound like a question statement for that guy. Youngster Tyler would like to battle. Sent out Nidoran. I'm not gonna lie, for wild trainers, I'm getting a lot of trainers that actually fight with poison Pokemon as well. Kind of weird and interesting. Kind of would have expected them to have a Rattata. Not gonna lie, Jelly's kind of tanking right now. He's still getting hurt pretty fast, but I want to say compared to previously, he was dying mighty quick. This isn't supposed to travel across regions, bringing trainers from all over the world. All I see here are Kanto Pokemon. A rocket here? Girl Ann would like to battle. Pidgey. Pass in real quick. I believe we have a potion. Yes. There was another acid. Pidgey's out of here. We've got another Nidoran. Ooh, lucky. GG's. That's not right. Outlaw got 272 for winning. Alright, this one's done. Was this the last one? I think after this one. Oh, the door's closed. Interesting. Alright, let's go heal real quick. And then let's head to the cafeteria, see what we get in the trash cans. Just running past it. Oh, you know what? I think that's where technically red is around the same time. Because if I'm not mistaken, in red, blue, and yellow, kind of like how we have blue Gary and then red Ash as far as for this story. I think the first room was the room that you get. So maybe that's why, as far as it's saying, as far as it's closed and we're not able to get in. All right, found Petra Berry, Cherry Berry, and a Chesto. And another Great Ball. It's two Great Balls already. All right. Oh, all right, let's go to the bottom deck. Ooh, Hyper Potion. Super Potion. He's got some bad stuff as far as I feel like we're still early in the game. We're getting some pretty good, not necessarily end game loot, I should say, but just more stuff that you wouldn't be able to have around this time. Come on, then my sailor's pride is at stake. You know what? I just realized I got onto this boat with no electric Pokemon when I should be fighting a majority of water. I'm not gonna lie, also Tentacle is actually not that bad as far as he gets rid of a lot of setup abilities and moves. Trying to learn rap, I think it's already too late for that. Shelter should still be able to go. Oh, you know, I was just thinking as far as like, man, I think I caught a Nidoran myself, but I forgot as far as we were trying to get Nidoran on the other side of Empty Moon, but we were blocked, so we don't have a Nidoran at this point. I didn't pay attention. Tentacle. You know what? Let's send out Bones. 'Cause I don't think Poison should be doing too much to him. And it's already too late for that. He's the last one. You know what? I messed up. For some reason, I must still be sleepy. I messed up. For some reason, I was thinking that Tentacool was a ghost Pokemon, and I was going to use Bite, so it should have been super effective. I don't know what I was just thinking just now. I completely blanked out right there. Okay, didn't matter as far as that one hit, but I was not thinking clearly right there. Spirit sank me. Outlaw Kid got 320 for winning. All right, are you gonna fight me? Yes. You know what they say about sailors and battling. Sailor Nard would like to battle, and he has a shelter. God dang, you got all five? Why can't I have that luck? Sounds. Mino, appreciate you stopping by. Uh, let's get back to the fight. So we are getting acid. Effect. No good. All right, not too bad. What level is everybody on? 19, 19, 19, 20, 20, 21. Jelly's been actually doing really good. Does Jelly have the EXP share? Yeah, Jelly has the EXP share. Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna take the EXP share away from Jelly. Gonna give it back to Zubat. Let me ask you guys this question, and I would like to see what y'all think. When you play Pokemon, do you keep your starter all the way through, or eventually do you replace them? Me personally, I like to keep my starter. I feel like, again, it's who I started the game with, is who I should end the game with. So, Zubat, Obviously, as far as it started here in Team Rocket Edition, and I plan to take Zubat all the way with me. So, essentially, I believe he shall and should be my strongest Pokemon. Obviously, there'll be other Pokemon that can probably outbeat him, but essentially, that is the goal. I like feisty kids like you. Sailor Dylan would like to battle. All right, Horsey. I wonder if Jelly is gonna keep this ability when he levels up. Um, you know what? Let's send up Ghastly this time. Hit it with Nightshade. Ooh, Ghastly, you are a little weak. All right, who's next? Another Horsey? We'll keep Ghastly out real quick. That's fine. It'll take two Nightshades, and hopefully it doesn't have Water Pulse, because the bubble already took out about a third of my life. Okay, Smoke Screen. Not terrible. Just let me hit. Yes. All right, we're good. GG's. Player defeated Sailor Dylan. I only got 320 for winning. All right. All right, we got Ether. I'm not gonna lie, he turned pretty quick. Look who fell for the trap. So if you would like to battle, sent out Tentapool. I don't really have anything that be super effective. Let's change. Well, let's change the Ferret. Ferret's physical attack should be decently strong. When I hit it with a quick attack, and I think it should be able to do some damage. Yep, there we go. For a grade level 20. Let's see, level 21. Staryu. I think we should be able to still stick with Ferret, so because I don't want to get my Pokemon poison. I think we got one more room after this one, so as far as after this, we're gonna head back up to the main deck, and then we can heal while we're there, or we head up to the upper deck. I lost it. Every Pokemon we have is caught offshore. All right, what were you protecting? A paralyzed heal? Useless. I don't think. Well, not necessarily that it's useless. It's more as far as I don't think anyone on this ship does any poison abilities. You're walking the plank if you lose. This guy thinks he's a pirate. Machop. Okay, this is a little different. Let's send up Toxic Spikes then. Not very effective, and I didn't hit you, so doesn't do too much. Now, my Kelly. Yep. Jelly, you did awesome. We shall avenge you. Nightshade. Has no effect on Ghastly. I was just trying to think of myself as far as Ghastly or Haunted doesn't learn Psybeam, does it? I know they learn Psychic later on, which is again one of the GOAT's psychic moves. But I'm trying to think as hard. Do they know any other psychic DPS moves? Alright, now this guy is a fisherman. He's definitely gonna have a Magikarp. All my Pokemon are from the sea. Sounds like a lot of Magikarps. Oh, we got a tentacle. Alright, great. First one down. Staryu. You know what? I think Ghastly. Oh no, Staryu. I think Staryu is a full water type, and it's Starmie that becomes, if I'm not mistaken, water and psychic. Shelter. You know what? Let's take out Zubat, and then Zubat use Giga Drain or Mega Drain. I think I got one of them. I think it's Giga, right? Mega. I was wrong. Oh, protected himself. Yep, all she wrote. Technically, I guess I didn't really need electric as far as once I have Zubat here, but I don't think Mega Drain really is that effective on Tentacles. And I was wrong, no Magikarp on this guy. But the lower deck is complete. Now we are heading to the upper deck. Let's just heal real quick. Come on, chill, man. We're here for some fun. I mean, not like you're some infiltrator on a top secret mission, right? Of course not. Party's going well. Party's a total success. We'll make our allotted time something unique. Who cares how long it is? A toast to everything we've experienced over these long 70 years, and to everything that still lies ahead. Who would have thought that after everything we've been through, we would be sitting here in 1996 with all this luxury and all these opportunities at our fingertips? And most importantly, the ability to keep on living and dreaming. This guy is a dreamer. Experiences are priceless, my dear. There isn't any amount of money in the world that could buy the value of this moment. Let's make the most of it. Oh, are you sure we can afford this meal? Hurry up, or the best dishes will be gone. Snooze, you lose. The best thing about this kind of party is the food. I highly recommend the salted sharpedo. It's exquisite, and you won't find it anywhere else in Kanto. And this day and age, when you Team Rocket, they tell you all the Pokemon they eat. Let's be perfectly clear, Mr. Nomura. I can buy 20% of your shares, or I can buy all of them. Or I can enter this business myself and bury you. The choice is yours. What does Mr. Nomura have to say about it? So you like to make bold bets, Mr. Fujita? I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. Oh, you're always the same. You eat that same meal every day at the restaurant in Celadon. You should take this opportunity to try something new. The grilled huntail I ordered is delicious. For example, they say the seas of Hoenn have the most diverse species and unparalleled flora and fauna. In my opinion, the Toro's tail stew is the best dish there is. Guess he likes what's this? Oxtail. Their version of oxtail. These parties always end up being a drag. I came here to battle Pokemon from all over the world, but all I find are the same old Pidgey, Rattata, and Nidoran. Even the so-called sailors from the SSN only ever bring out Tentacool. This is a scam. So you're the rocket I handed that fossil to on Mount Moon. A rocket here? I won't bother asking how someone like you managed to get into a place like this. I could easily guess you sneaked in somehow. Honestly, I couldn't care less. On Mount Moon, I turned a blind eye to the mediocrity of you rockets, and you had the audacity to lecture me on morality? Do you even realize what that means? Let's see if you're just another worthless grunt, or if you actually have something worthwhile to show. Get ready, Rocket. Ooh, let's see what he got. Trainer Blue would like to battle. Pidgeotto. Alright, we're on even playing grounds. So let's hit him with Toxic Spikes first. Wing attack already? Yeesh. Incineroar Acid. Sorry, Jen, but you did good. You set up the playing field for us for what comes after. You know what? Tank, what do you got? Oh yes, you got Rock Slide. So let's send you out. Solid, solid. Zubat running level 22. Yes. I'm not gonna lie, Zubat's growing pretty fast right now. Alright, Trainer Blue's about to send out War Turtle. Yes. We're actually gonna send out Zubat here as well. Mega Drain should hurt. I think all he should have is maybe Bubble Beam. Icy Wind. Ooh, I wasn't expecting that. No. Well, that was kind of shocking. I wasn't really expecting that. All right, so let's check out Ghastly. Oh, he might have Bite. We just have to risk it. Nightshade. Oh, I thought the poison was gonna kill him this next round. All right, so it's gonna be up to Furret. Furret can hit him with a quick attack, possibly kill him, or if not, at least he will be gone this next round via poison. All right, War Turtle's down. Eradicate. Okay. Poisoned. Let's hit it with a quick attack. Ooh, that was a good one. Not gonna lie, once we got Sunshine to Furret, I'm not gonna lie, Furret's been what's the word I'm looking for? It's not necessarily that he's tanky, but he's come up as far as now his physical attack is pretty good and he has good speed. No, we don't want follow me. Dabra, yes. Let's send out Bones. There you go. Get some bite. Not enough with the reflect. Did I seriously just lose to a rocket? 2,800 points. That's probably the most money we've gotten this whole game when it comes to forcing someone. Oh, super evolving. I just realized as far as we can still evolve our Pokemon as far as like when they're fainted. That's pretty cool compared to the normal game. Hey, we got a Golbat already. It's not bad. So you're not just another rocket grunt. High rank, are you? Honestly, you all look the same to me. But I'll give you this. You're the only one who's managed to defeat me besides that backwards bumpkin red. I suppose I'll have to keep an eye on you from now on. I suppose I'll wander around the cabin to see if anyone else here managed to give me a remotely interesting battle, though. I seriously doubt it. Class. All right. We definitely need to go heal our Pokemon now. So let's go back to the second to last room. Best. Right? What did this go? Is everything all right, sir? Yes, it is. It's a pleasure to see you again, Lance, champion of the new Kanto. What brings you here today on such a special occasion as the annual return of the SS Sand? Lance, I'll be brief. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'll be brief, Lieutenant Surge. All major cities are undergoing routine inspections and controls to ensure the safety and comfort of our citizens, and to confirm that the mechanisms driving this region are operating flawlessly. How are the people of Vermilion, Surge? Everything is going correctly, Sir Lance. Vermilion's harbor exponentially amplifies their contact networks with other regions. And I have understood that there are cities like Celadon, which their big department store, or Fuchsia City with the Safari Zone, do the same with their own assets. That's great to hear, Serge. The economy of the region is experiencing an unprecedented boom. This was foreseeable. It was just a matter of tidying up and deciding for citizens where to channel their own efforts. But that's not the question I was asking, Serge. What I really want to know is how are people handling the fact that one of the enemy's commanding officers during the Kanto War is now a gym leader and the main icon of Vermilion? Have they accepted your change of role? I'm afraid the war is still a taboo topic throughout Kanto, especially here, sir. People prefer not to talk about it, to leave it behind and move on with their lives as if nothing ever happened. There might still be some lingering resentment from certain factions. Are you referring to Team Rocket? They're probably the best example. They started out as a protest group, unhappy with the new post war government. But with their criminal activities, their extreme ideas, and the effective smear campaign in recent years, public opinion on the Rockets is what it is today. There's still some groups that sympathize with them and share their anti patriotic views, like the bikers on Cycling Road, for example. Hmm, I see. The Pokemon League Committee will take the necessary steps regarding this. In the meantime, keep maintaining order and discipline in Vermilion. If people see progress, they'll accept you as the sheriff here. People have short memory, Surge. Good deeds can overshadow the past. So be patient. We just need time. With the right progress, Kanto will accept the new world order without even realizing it. Sir, yes, sir. That's all for now, Surge. Enjoy the party here on the SS Hand. It's one of the best markers of progress. This kind of party was never really my thing. Electabuzz, teleport. This guy, who I remember him. Uncertainty of the moment let intuition work for you. A big party event, the drunkenness of the community addicts, the secrets of the loss of personality among the crowd. I still don't understand which the ultimate essence capable of providing the exact formula that will finally make me enjoy these events. All right. I've traveled the world far and wide. I've never seen a Pokemon so huge. It was this big. Snorlax. All right. Can we get Snorlax? I can't recall if you're able to get Snorlax in this game. Take a look at my catch. No, you can't get Snorlax. Just don't remember exactly when. Fishing Medea would like to battle. Set that Goldeen. All right, let's see. Knock. Jelly's defense is kind of crappy. All right, Jelly's now level 20. Another Goldeen. Let's no, let's go to Ghastly. Let's try to get him level 20 real quick. Nightshade. Ghastly became confused. Oh, one more. Can we get it? Yes. Ooh, so close to level 20. Tentacle, let's leave you out. I don't think Tentacle has anything that can be. Ooh, does Tentacle learn Pursuit? It doesn't affect. I guess not. Guess we're still good. All right. Too late for that. So we got Ghastly level 20. And I think Ghastly, if I'm not mistaken, evolves to Haunter at between 24 and 26, if I'm not mistaken. We're getting close to getting a Haunter. Again, for y'all just joining in, we are just on the SSN, and we're trying to fight and get some items and level up our Pokemon as we explore Team Rockets. Goodman Brooks would like to battle. Pikachu. You know what? Let's switch to Tank. Nothing Pikachu does should be able to affect Tank. I don't even think Thunder Wave actually works. Oh, you know what does? If he has Iron Tail, that will hurt. Good match. Ah, I feel young again. 1680. Alright, what is this? Stardust? Not bad. I got one, two, three, four more doors. This is famous for the extraordinary parties held on board. The party must be about to start. It's a one of a kind event. Alright, so we got three more doors, and we're gonna go heal again because we're about to be at the captain's cabin. You planning to attend the party at all? Girl Dawn would like to battle. You know what? Let's just use toxic spikes. Sorry, Jelly. Bite is going to be super effective against Ghastly, so let's just send out Bones real quick, give him some little more XP. Bite. Oh, done. Pikachu. Oh, let's switch back to Tank. Rock Slide. You know what I can't remember? Didn't Blue have Tentacle in red and yellow? Red, blue, and yellow? I think he did. X attack. I'll be honest, not that as far as anything wrong with these moves or these items, I should say. I don't think I've ever used an X item. I think I'd rather had just preferred giving them hold items as far as like the quick claw, leftovers, things of that nature, and or even like berries for single use. But I don't think I ever really took advantage or even know the benefits or how to use any of the X items. Like, or if it's even worth it. Surf. Honestly, I wasn't really expecting that to do much, but now that I think about it, I'm five, no, 4 levels over him. Another fire? Easy. All right. One more SSN. Person down. I think we got 2 more doors. Yeah. 2 more doors. I'm gonna go heal again. And that says you're bad people and should be in jail. Is that true? People like you could use some time to reflect on your actions behind bars. I was gonna try to see if maybe it was gonna be a double battle. It's respawning Colonel while she's getting ready. Get out of here. We're getting ready for the big party. Get out of here. Alright, so we are going to heal, come back over to get ready to go into the captain's cabin. And then I believe this is where we're gonna have our, I think, 2 fights, if I'm not mistaken. And then onwards with the story. But I think what I'm going to do just real quickly, I'm just going to step away. I am also cooking at the same time. Let me just mix my pot up and I'll be right back. about that. So to make me another cup of coffee while I was at it. All right, onwards. Outlaw, we're good to go. Let's show that captain how Rocket handles things here in Kanto. You know what? Let me also save. Is there something I can help you with, kids? Actually, there is. You see, Captain, you're known as a living legend in the seafaring world. You've sailed the seven seas and seen many rare Pokemon. Isn't that right? We were wondering if you might show us a glimpse of all those travels by letting us see that famous jar. The jar that is said to hold one of the greatest mysteries in the world. You mean this jar here? Wow, it's so mysterious. That's right, kid. The Pokemon this fragment belongs to is unlike anything you've ever seen before. Have you heard of the legend of the pseudo-legendary Pokemon? Pseudo-legendary Pokemon, sir. In this region, you have Lance's Dragonite, for example. These are Pokemon that, while not born with the natural qualities of legendaries, can show and evolve to a point where, after a long process, they become as powerful or even stronger than a minor legendary. A pseudo-legendary represents the unique flora and fauna of their region. From their earlier stages, they carry within them the essence of their homeland, which allows them to reach their full potential later on. The chosen ones from among those mortals, given the potential opportunity to tread into divine territory. That's what pseudo legendaries are. Well, scientists who have studied this fragment say the Pokemon it belongs to has many of the traits usually associated with pseudo legendaries, but it also shares characteristics with major legendaries. It's truly one of a kind. Impressive. You really are a man of wisdom, Captain, with 1,000 stories to tell. And you two seem like young people eager to learn. I'd be happy to teach you if it weren't for the fact that, indeed, I know who you are and why you're here. One of the crew members already alerted us about a certain criminal organization called Team Rocket, and your outfits match their description exactly. I know I've sailed many seas, but none compares to Hoen's vast, wild, and full of life. They're the only ones that truly make you feel free, like you've left all the corruption of this world far behind. It's a paradise shaped by nature over millennia, with so much still waiting to be discovered. And now you're telling me that two criminals from a region where the waters are polluted by the power plant and cycling road are going to just waltz in here and steal from a one of a kind item that reflects my 30 years of work as a sailor? Oh no, you don't have the skill nor experience to pull that off. Excuse me, Captain, but I must disagree. No seas compared to those of the Sevi Islands, and there is nowhere else in the world with more secrets than on the Sevi shores. Well, you got good taste, girl. I take it both of you come from there. You might be right. The Sevi Islands are still on my list to fully explore. I've heard that among the waters connecting the seven main islands, there are some islets unexplored, but home to certain tribes. And that's not all. Topographic maps show 8, 9, and maybe even 10, and maybe even up to 10 islands in the area. The name Sevi is just a formality, since only 7 of those islands are actually inhabited. Interesting. But this isn't a geography lesson. I'd love to stay and chat about all this, but the truth is, you came here to steal something precious to me, and I'm not about to let that happen. Sailors, take care of the girl. It's going to be me taking care of you. I'll deal with you. You have no idea what you're in for. Your Pokemon are no match for my crew, hardened by years at sea. I'm gonna cut you in half and serve what's left of you at the party above deck. Captain Edward would like to battle. Procedure. All right, let's head up. Toxic spikes. See if we can stay alive a little bit. Supersonic. Attack missed. Uh, just going through all his moves, trying to see what's gonna hurt me. Well, that was kind of dumb. Ooh, never mind. Poisoned. Nope, I guess not. Water pulse. Yep, still stupid indeed. There we go. Golbat's getting stronger. Attack 43, speed 52. Not bad. Shell gone. This is Salamance's second stage. I don't really got anything for it, but we'll go ahead and use acid. Hopefully, Jelly outspeeds him. Yes. But doesn't really do much. All right. And he has leftovers? Okay. Um, oh, we can do, I don't know if he's faster, but might be able to hurt him with Rock Slide. Okay, he protected himself, so he got one turn saved. And he's healed. Hmm. Let's hit Sandstorm. Yeah, protect. Okay. That was good because now he can't use protect next turn. Let's hit you with another Rock Slide. Ooh, so close. He's probably going to use protect again. Oh, no, he didn't. GG, Shogun. Crawdon. Um, Crawdon is water and dark. My rock moves would be pretty good against his dark side, but the problem is, as far as his water, is going to be 4 times super effective. Let's send out Ferret for now. His defense is pretty good, but as far as like we can still chip away at him. Like, this is a pretty good setup so far. Getting hit by both Sandstorm and Poison. Oh, never mind. Spoke to Sam's. Sandstorm subsided. You know what? Let's hit Golbat now. Golbat might be able to beat him with Mega Drain. Yep, that did the trick. All right, let's keep Seedra out. Mega Drain. There we go. We're level 24. Swift. Do we want to change anything? Nah. Yeah, we don't need Swift right now. Who the hell are you people? 2640 for winning. Golbat, finish this. Wing attack. and just took the jar from the captain. This can't be happening. My crew outdone and humiliated by a couple of young grunts from a local gang? What a disgrace. Hiring grunts, Captain. I respected your rank, so you should respect ours. Besides, look on the bright side. We'll actually put that jar to good use. Yes, figure out exactly which Pokemon it came from, instead of just letting it gather dust and remind everyone of some old has-beens glory days. Don't take it personally. As a thank you for your cooperation, we'll send you a letter with the results of our research. How does that sound? That information could be worth millions, you know? You insolent brat. No one is leaving this cabin. Tentacle, poison sting. Against the captain. Ugh, my head. That thug poisoned me. Captain, outlaw, now. We need to get out of here fast. Bro, shouldn't have looked. Damn. I was thinking he might drop something for us. But nope. We did it, outlaw. That captain was sturdy, eh? Never seen Pokemon like those. Probably from abroad. But anyways, we have the relic. Notice to the passengers. The party is now over. Please return to your cabins to allow the crew to commence cleanup. Guess that's our cue too. By the way, I found a bunch of this here on the captain's table. I bet it'd be a good help for you too. Got cut. Catch you in the barracks, outlaw. No one's getting into the dock without my say so, Rocket. Now beat it. Alright, let's heal real quick and then we are heading back to the daycare, the base. Yeah, that's what I think that's what exactly what we were talking about before. So I believe that first I thought he was already on the boat, but I guess that uh first door on the very last one on the left, or first one on the left, very last door, depending on how you're working it. As far as would have been your room if you join when you join SSN from getting the ticket from Bill. I don't know why they didn't have something. They could have added something, in my opinion, to be able to access that room since he wasn't on. But also, again, interesting. One thing I just realized when this playthrough is that so Team Rocket, again, I realized as far as they made the captain sick, but Team Rocket was already on the boat and then left before you reached the ship in the original game, which is interesting. And that's how the captain got sick. All right, now we gotta head back to the rocket base, secret base. Da-da-da. The subtle outline of a trapdoor. Rocket hideout. Outlaw, did you notice? Seems like Lance is making an official announcement. They're broadcasting it live. We're missing it. Population of Kanto. This is land speaking. New measures are coming for the region, and I want all of you to listen carefully from your homes, workplaces, or wherever you may be. Despite the improvements in recent months, there's still much work to be done before opening up us to the rest of the world. Sevi, Hoenn, Johto can wait, but you don't need to worry. Sylph is more than enough to supply all of Kanto population. That's why I grant full authority regarding trainer items. They will all they will all depart from their headquarters in Saffron and be distributed mostly at the Celadon department store. Small businesses that could compete are strictly prohibited as they interfere with the region's general interests. On the other hand, been informed about a criminal band identifying themselves as Team Rocket. Their presence is becoming more noticeable, and their criminal activities are hindering the region's advancement. If that is not enough, certain sectors of the population even support them. The law will face anyone who assists, sympathizes with, or conceals any information about this gang. Since this moment, all the marts at the region are totally forbidden from every rocket. Everyone who would dare to sell any product, provide resources, or to carry out any type of economic deal with Team Rocket will be severely punished. And trust me, if it weren't for the moral code of the nurses, I wouldn't feel the slightest pity in also forbidding them entry to any Pokemon Center. In counterpart, anyone who provides us with information or even captures members of the organization on their own will be rewarded. If the Team Rocket insists, the Elite Four will, with Lance in command, will need to take action on the matter and will have no mercy with the insurrect, insurrectionists. That's all. If we row into the same direction, this region could restore its old shine in a few years. This is awful. What are we going to do now? Calm down, Grunt. We have more than enough resources to manage on our own. The only thing this means is they see us as a threat. Why are you all standing here? Everyone, get back to work. At your service, Admin Petrol. Andre, Outlaw, come to my office immediately. I have news for you. Yes, sir. Excellent work hiring grunts. Giovanni will be eager to start investigating the contents of that flask. Here's your reward. You just earned 80,000. In addition, take this 20 great balls for each of you. Recruits like you need some means at their disposal. And now, please, take a seat and make yourselves comfortable. We have much to discuss. There is no chairs. Firstly, I must tell you, our scientists, thanks to the patent stolen by Outlaw, are already on the verge of creating instantaneous long-distance teleportation points. This new invention will allow us to connect this base with that of Chrono Island, and especially with that of our headquarters, the Celadon base. When you first arrived and handled that first mission on MT Moon, you'd already shown different vibes, some kind of special talent. So, I gave you an opportunity through two missions of a certain complexity as a test, and you met my expectations. In light of recent events, Giovanni himself informed me that if you complete this mission, you'll be promptly transferred to the main base in Celadon City to work under his orders directly. In other words, you'll now be part of Giovanni's personal guard. Celebrate and above all else, measure up to his standards. There, you'll work with the real elite of our organization. We're ready, Admin Petrol. Well, your relocation is scheduled with the completion of the teleportation machines, so you no need to travel across Kanto on foot. Meanwhile, due to your top performance in the last two missions, you've earned a well deserved break. Then I grant you a free period until your relocation. Relax, explore Kanto, take the opportunity to train your Pokemon, maybe catch some new ones, but above all else, mentally prepare for your relocation. You must present yourselves in the best possible shape to Giovanni. This is HQ. This HQ is a musty shed infested with ratata compared to the immaculate offices of our underground facilities in Celadon City. Additionally, at your arrival, I had mentioned I'd provide you with general knowledge on Kanto and how to behave in the cities. But due to the urgency of your missions and Empty Moon, you'd missed out on that basic info. Now that you've been here for some time and things have calmed down a bit, I'd like to ask, what's your opinion on the people of Kanto? There's a notable difference compared to the people of Chrono Island. Being a rocket here seems heavily stigmatized. People disdainfully jam their fingers at you, even if you haven't shown any signs of wrongdoing. Generally, the population of Kanto just plain hates us. It's as if they're convinced we'd be the villains of a B-rated film. Exactly. Exactly, Andrew. This is the power of a corrective smearing campaign. The manipulation of info and facts. Lance is the Kanto champion and governor at the same time. That governor at the same that means power. Power to manipulate the story as he pleases. The truth is, we've no other option but to resort to organized crime to recover that which is ours. We're no murderous and immoral criminal syndicate, the way they claim from the gates of Indigo Plateau. You'll start learning how things work around here, especially now that you'll be heading to Celadon City. Excuse me. I'm sure Giovanni will be delighted to provide details to two competent young rockets like you. That's all from me. Now, enjoy this well deserved free time, and I'll let you know when the machine is ready. At your service, Admin Petrol. Outlaw, I'll be training up on Route 9 and 10, just east of Cerulean City. Now with cut under our belts, we've got the run of the place. If you need me, that's where I'll be. Alright, so that's where I need that too. So that means I need to teach someone cut. And I think that's going to be correct. Um, yes. Which move should be forgotten? Defense Carl. Alright, so now we are on our way to Route 9 and 10, which should be this way. I can't remember, but are you able to catch Nidoran in this grass? I know you can catch Bellsprout, Tangela, Oddish, and believe Spearow. Don't steal my Pokemon! Picnic or Alicia would like to battle. Speak of the Oddish. You know what? It's probably no, it's gonna be a variety of different fights here. I don't really got anything. I'm gonna switch over to Bones. But what I think as far as what we're gonna do is probably switch Bones out completely. Just use Ember to get rid of this. And we got a Paralyze heal in our bag, so. But I believe we're gonna have a decent amount of like this lace and I think bug catchers. So I think we might put bones out first for a good amount of training. Super effective. No, 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 no. What? Nah, we'll just keep bones out. I don't want to get anyone. Just gotta think about sending out Ghastly, but I don't want to keep wasting all my limited resources because again, right now they just banned us from all the Pokemarts. So now whatever items we have is what we got. All right, so let's go ahead and use a Paralyze Heal. Use that on Bones. Oh wait, hold on. Before we switch to Jelly and Bones, I believe there's a hiker right here. Ooh, Aerial Ace. Yep. Wahaha, great. I was bored. Hiker Jeremy would like to battle. Oh, I thought he had a rock. Okay, let's just hit him with acid. That actually did a lot more damage than I was expecting. All right, who's next? Onyx, okay. All right, we'll keep Jelly out. Hopefully he doesn't have Sturdy, I think it is. Nope, critical hit, and he's gone. He can come in. All right, so now we're gonna put Bones first. So I don't think Houndour evolves until like level I think 30. We got a distance. Amper, to be honest, I was expecting him just to be a bug catcher. Two flinches in a row, not bad. All right, who's next? Charmander. Let's put Jelly back out. The only thing is Charmander could possibly outspeed Jelly, but I think Jelly still has the upper hand. And then let's hit a Water Pulse. Yep, easy. Oh, there's a bug catcher. Two Pokemon. We got Beedrill. Not that I'm really complaining, but I'm just surprised at like how fortunate I've been where a lot of my Pokemon have outsped the other trainers' Pokemon so much recently. 25. Oh, another Beedrill. As long as he doesn't do another 4-hit furry attack, he should be straight. Uh, Easy. Total waste of time. All right, got another hiker. Hmm. Geodude. All right, let's switch to. Let's switch to Furret. Still has full health, and he can have Surf. And I think he had two Pokemon, so depending as far as who this next one is it Machop or another rock? Onyx, cool. Let's go ahead and switch Jelly back out. Let's go ahead and KO him and give Jelly some more XP. Because again, I think we're getting close to having Jelly evolve. I don't know exactly what level. I want to say it's around 20, maybe around 26, I think. A burn heal. All right, so we got another bug catcher. That's true. Scyther actually would be a pretty good Pokemon to have as far as a Team Rocket. All right, let's take some easy XP for Bones from this bug catcher. Just hit them with Ember. Oh no, I didn't mean to switch. Venonat. Venonat is still bug, so this should still work. Yeah. All right, some more easy XP. I'm gonna skip him for now because I know I want to use Hondo against this person. I don't want to lose, switch over to Tentacle or someone else and end up losing a Pokemon. I know the Pokemon Center is not that far right around the corner, but let's mitigate the damage as much as possible. Not very effective. Dang. Wifey texts. All right, Meowth is down. Route 10. You know what? I think who I need to catch here is a solid choice for electric as well as a Team Rocket edition is Magnemite. Magnemite's a pretty solid electric steel Pokemon. Spear is actually pretty solid too, as for flying, and honestly, as far like if I was to catch this one, no, you know what? I need to check my PC. I think I don't remember exactly what level, but I might have already evolved into Firo. All right, so let's try to get a Magnemite here. That's the goal. And getting the most common one on this route. 'Cause I think in this route we get Spearow, Voltorb, Magnemite. I think there's one more. Just can't remember who. There we go. Magnemite. Level 15. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and bite. Oh, thank God. All right. Bag. Let's get the Great Ball. All right. We need a nickname for Magnemite. Uh, what would be a good name? Hmm. First name that came to mind is Polar, or Polar Opposites. But at the same time, Polar sounds like ice. You can do poles, but I feel like that's going to be a little bit not necessarily confusing, but I don't think it just fits naturally. It doesn't roll off well. Like he's going to evolve into Magneton, and then Magnezone possibly. You know what? Since he's going to evolve into possibly Magnezone, and Magnezone kind of looks like a alien spaceship, like a saucer. I'm gonna name him Sauce. All right, so we got him. We got Magnemite. Um, Now the question is, do we want to bring Magnemite into the fold now? And if we do, who do we want to get rid of? In my opinion, the only two options we have, not necessarily the only two options, but who I'm tempted to get rid of is, for the time being, is Ghastly or Ferret. And honestly, it just makes more sense to get rid of Ghastly at this time because Ghastly's still going to be has still going to be decently not hard, but he's going to take a lot of XP to evolve into Hunter. And then I got to remember, I think there's an item like most fan-made games that you can use to evolve Pokemon that usually as far as need to be traded. But I don't know exactly how long I have to wait for that. So as far as for the time being, um, I wouldn't. I'm not going to have Gengar anytime soon. So I think what makes the most sense is to take Ghastly out, bring Magnemite in, um, because we are lacking a electric Pokemon right now. I think we have Mareep. No, we don't have Mareep. All right, so I'm gonna put Ghastly here. Actually, I haven't caught that many Pokemon that I realized. Where did we get Eevee? Oh, Eevee was one of the rare Pokemon that we got from Sephi Islands, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Oh no, Eevee was from Bill's Garden. Okay, I only caught one. Should have caught more, but I was running out of Pokeballs and I was trying to make sure we got everyone else. We got Kabuto and Ammonite. They're gonna be good later on. Uh, then we have Dratini. I think it's like I could bring Dratini out and then start loading it because Dratini to get to Dragonite is gonna take a ton of XP, but I feel like it's not gonna be worth it at this point in time. So, now what level was this Spearow? Level 8. I think we're gonna be good. I think we're good with our current team. The only thing is, I'm going to have to take the EXP share off of Golbat and take the EXP off of Golbat and give it to Magnemite or give it to Sauce. Item take. Go to save. And now I believe it's time to fight Andra. Let's see how much she's grown. Hey, Outlaw, taking advantage of your well-deserved free time after an excellent job? Apparently, further at the south of this route, across Rock Tunnel, you'll find Lavender Town, famous for its vast graveyard and supposed evil spirits. Could the legend be true? The fact is that Kanto is more interesting than I thought. Not going further than this, look at this place. It is called Power Plant, full of electric Pokemon. I've been training there for a good while until recently. This place completely abandoned, with Voltorbs that explode in your face, steel containers that seems radioactive, Magnemites and Magneton walking around. Maybe certain unethical practices were carried out in this place in the past. Who knows why? Anyways, I wasn't able to go deeper. Police arrived recently with an official protection order, signed by the Pokemon League Committee. According to them, we want to safeguard Kanto's most iconic places and species diversity. It is funny, for sure, they'll let any 10-year-old kid walk around there. The thing is, I'm sure that place hides something. I've sensed a very powerful presence inside, a being capable of generating almost infinite energy. Could there be any electric Pokemon with those characteristics? If only I could have gone a bit further. We might suggest a raid on the power plant to Giovanni in the right time. Firstly, we need to prove our worth to him. But a Pokemon with that intimidating presence must be very strong. Maybe our superiors in Kanto know more. Now that I think about it, it has been a while since the last time that we battled. There's no doubt that you have surpassed any expectation defeating our superior at Empty Moon. Also Bill, and then to a skilled captain like the SS Anne's one. But I haven't been left behind, Outlaw. I told you, I will be the strongest grunt in the entire organization, and I keep it. Now, we're hiring grunts. The thing is, who is the best hiring grunt? All right, let's see how well she's trained. Probably Angel would like to battle. Gee, she is just a tad bit strong. Um, so I have a jelly tentacle as well. So she definitely has water pulse. Now she could try to start up with toxic spikes first, which gives me a chance. And so what we're gonna do is just switch to Ferret real quick. Ferret's quick attack should still do a decent amount of damage. Bubble beam. Okay. Zoo quick attack. Cool, cool, cool. And I think cool, good switch, good switch. All right, one down. Who's next? Electric Buzz. You know what? No, no, no. I got Tank. Tank should be able to take hold his own against Electric Buzz. Unless Electric Buzz has a physical or a fighting move, especially a fighting move. Hopefully not. Um, Rock Slide. I spoke too soon. Um, Damn, that low kick is gonna be super effective against everybody minus Jelly and Golbat, but Golbat's gonna be weak against the electric. I think our best bet real quick is actually to switch back to Furret. Let's get a quick attack off so we can do some damage. Not as much as I thought. Alright, let's go Bones. So the only thing we have, if we can survive a low kick, 'cause I think Electabuzz outspeeds Bones. So the hope is, as far as if we outspeed Electabuzz, we can go ahead and bite, give him the chance for us to flinch. And if he does, no, solid. I'm not gonna lie, this Electabuzz might beat my whole party. I didn't teach Sauce any move. I don't really even know what moves he has. I don't think Magnet Bomb is even effective. Oh. Alright, well, we lost this one. At least now, as far as I know what she has. We gotta train just a little bit, and then we gotta find something that can beat Electabuzz. Fight. Ooh, we outspeed him? But not strong enough. Oh, Electabuzz is kind of gonna be hard to outdo. The only thing I can think of is one, definitely I need to train Magnemite, teach him some different moves. Or we can go ahead and oh wait, what do you have? Stay far away from me, Dirty Rocket. I'm a direct assistant of Professor Oak and part of the elite of this region. Someone of your level can't even make eye contact with me. Do you want to see how I'll make you leave by force? Then be quick, faster than lightning. Let's see what he gives. Don't remember. Magnemite. Alright, so we got bones. This is a good place to get also XP. If he has all Magnemites, bones can easily. Oh, no, Rhyhorn. Okay. Let's send out Jelly. Super effective. Cool. Sauce has gone up one level. Jelly's gone up. Magneton. Not gonna lie, it's not a big. This is not a great matchup. 'Cause if Bones doesn't beat Magneton, I really don't have anything else to fight him right now. Ah, all right. Oh, I worked for nothing. Charmeleon. Let's go back to Jelly. Ooh, he outspeeds me. Well, that makes sense. But critical hit means wasn't up to par. Sonic Boom. Let's get rid of light screen. Dabra. Yes. Let's send Bones back out. Now he may use Reflect. Oh, disable. But too bad. Easy money. Oak's Aid. It doesn't make any sense. All right, let's see what he has. Fiend Everstone. No, a rocket cannot be that strong. When I tell the authorities about this, you'll return what you stole from me, multiplied by 10. Does the Everstone only not evolve? It's actually kind of worthless. Do I have any items that someone else is holding? Nope. Right. Not move. Move items. Okay, I do. Is that a dragon scale? Oh, what do you got? What is that? Absorb bulb. Where's special attack if the holder is hit by a water type move? Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Hmm. And dragon scale. Raises Kindra's defense and speed up to a 30%. It's not actually not bad. I didn't know the dragon scale does that though. Okay, so let's heal. Not necessarily a bad trade because we got sauce up by 2 levels. Now the only thing again, as far as just think as far as we could use Geodude to go against Electabuzz. I believe Geodude's gonna be weak against a low kick, and Electabuzz definitely outspeeds Rock. One thing as far as that I can do, besides leveling up, I could train a Pokemon like Oddish or Bellsprout. who will be resistant to a lot of his moves. Who else have we here? I could train Mankey. Mankey's actually pretty solid speedster. You'll have physical attacks. I don't recall the fighting if Electabuzz would be weak against fighting, but I believe Mankey can learn Dig, which will be super effective against Electabuzz. I could be wrong, but I believe he can learn Dig. I was thinking Sandshrew, but Sandshrew's gonna be weak against low kick, low sweep. 'Cause yeah, that's my only bet because Omanyte is water and rock. I think is he water and rock as well? Yeah. Slowpoke is weak against water. We have Clefairy. Because Clefairy is a fairy? Yes. Fairy is not weak against fighting, if I'm not mistaken. And we also got Ekans, who honestly wouldn't be a bad choice because he could paralyze with glare once I level him up, with the addition of possibly poisoning. I don't think he's gonna outspeed. And my thing is, I don't know what's his special defense like. Special defense is gonna be the lower of the attributes. I forgot I named Oddish useless. Um, wow, this is hard. Besides training, that's really all I got as far as I can think of, and try to outspeed and out damage. Again, the only other thing would bring in one of these grass types, something that's not effective, to be slightly resistant. If I do train Bellsprout or Oddish, as far as like electric and fighting is not effective really against them, but it'd be a lot of training. Is Hoppip flying in grass? Yes. You know what? I th I think Paris and Parasect can learn Dig. Let me take Ferret out real quick. Can. I don't know if Paris is necessarily a fast Pokemon, but he should be resistant to a lot of Electabuzz's moves. You know what? No, let's switch here. I wish I could just take items and just switch it while we're here in the in the menu. was expecting actually for Sunbone to be doing that much against Magnemite. Such as just a normal move. Hmm. You know what? There's actually a few trainers I did not fight over here. I think there might be two. At least that can give me a little bit of experience. I'm gonna bring you to justice, little rocket thief. I haven't even stolen anything from you. Alright, let's switch to Jelly. As long as he doesn't use a ground move. No Magnetat. Roll out. Alright, easy money. Or just keep Jelly out so Jelly gets some XP, and then we can also have him evolve, leveling up Paris. Alright, one level. A chop. You know what? We haven't used gold bad in a minute. Besides losing this last one. Take some white feedback real quick. Alright, speed him with a wing attack real quick. And we get Paris up another level. There we go. Let's get rid of poison powder. Alright. And there we go. Second person. Alright. Let's do Sonic Boom. Graphic thing that's takes half your life. Seconds. Let's switch to Jelly because of Intimidate. Oh, excuse me. Alright. And let's use Water Pulse. That'll work. Sandshrew? We're gonna keep Jelly out. Alright, Paris is up to level 12. Another Sandshrew? Gotcha. Um, I guess we just keep going in order. No, as far as we're just trying to level up Paris, fights Andrew. Trying to think, is there an area that has strong Pokemon that I have access to right now? Oh, 14. Uh, Grind is real. Charge beam. Great ball. I should start catching all the Pokemon that I come across. Effective. Get a little bit of lag. Paralyzed again. Learn one of four moves. Attack that intensifies on each. Alright, we'll learn Furry Cutter. You know what? Let's heal because Magnemite will still be good as far as still level up for Steel Electric. And what does it evolve into Magneton like level 24, I think? Wi-Fi text me again? Defense fell sharply, but you're done. Alright, so the problem is, as far as it's just we're racing a bunch of Pokemon that doesn't give us a bunch of XP, and then this is the grind of this game. As far as you don't really necessarily have a lot of areas that you can just train, especially in the beginning of the game. So it's very grindy. So you're just kind of forced as far as to race a bunch of wild Pokemon over and over and over. Almost like every, I want to say it, mid mini bosses as well as bosses. Like you think about like gym leaders and stuff like that, but they're always as far as at times like this where like your Pokemon just aren't where they need to be. And then this is what you're kind of forced to do in order to survive and being able to keep pushing forward. But we're moving on up. Sauces, almost level 19, which means we'll be 4 levels away, no, 5 levels away from an average of Andrew's Pokemon. I think Paris is not that far behind as well. Paris level 18. That Voltorb was gonna paralyze him. 'Kay. And let Paris Nice is the Pokemon that I'm trying to level up. Let's. I want to train both of them at the same time. I was gonna put Paris out first since it has the HP share and it'll be able to get not necessarily double XP. I think it gets like you get a half times more, but I still need to level up Magnemite as well. Level 19. Ooh, Spark. Practically growing at the same time. It's actually pretty good. It means that both should get to the level that we need at the same point. Oh, means they're catching up to the rest of everyone else as well. You know what I need to do? I actually need to check to see if Magnemite is a physical or a special attacker. He's a special attacker. And it's special attack is what's going down based on his personality. It's actually not the best. But I need to check as well to see does he learn Thunderbolt or do I have to buy Thunderbolt? How did that get oh electric? I was slow on that. Like how do you get penalized? Alright. Iron mine's down. Oh, looks like a tank. Was tank close not that far. Should be able to beat him with bite. I think there's like two more missions, and then we'll actually have access to. I don't want to spoil it, but like to the main place that we want to be at to be able to get good moves and things of that nature. You know what? Let's try and fight. I know as far as we're not strong enough, but let's try and fight Andrea again, and then use her as far as to also level up. I don't think we're gonna win this, but try our best. Maybe we get lucky as well as get some XP while we're at it. Oof. Paralyzed? Oh my goodness. Electabuzz. Dang it. Well, saw that one coming. Besides Shockwave, let's see what else he has. I think he has. I think he has Light Screen, maybe Charge. Okay, special defense. Ooh. Oh man, I wasn't expecting that kind of go. But as hard as if I can survive this and not get be able to pass the paralyze oh, we did it. Wasn't expecting that, but I'll take it. I knew we did good as far as choosing. Ooh, I don't know who he's changing to. Dang it. Well, let's just send that bone just in case. Go back. Okay. Uh, 26. He's gonna have Mega Drain for me. I knew it. Ugh. Oh no. All right, so Gobat's gonna be the next hurdle. Level 26. Well, that's sad. So we got Electabuzz now. Now we need to counter Golbat, which means we need Magnemite to stay alive because he has Mega Drain, we saw. He has Confuse Ray and Wing Attack. Wing Attack is not going to be very effective. Poison Fang is not going to be very effective. I don't think Mega Drain is going to be super effective, but it could be just normal effective. And because he's like 6 levels above me, it may kill him instantly. which makes it feel like as far as like again we have no choice but to keep training. What I need also is I need a electric move, a special attack that I can teach, which it would be nice. I don't think I'm gonna find that anytime soon. That would have been nice to teach to Magnemite. Let's go ahead and speed this training up again. Dang, like you evolved so low. This is actually a this is actually a boost of mine to my firepower. What did you learn now? Crunch? Or not anything yet. But nonetheless, that's a good bonus because now his stats have improved. Now he should be able to hit a little harder. Need to switch. Yeah, let's do that. Missed that many times? Oh my god. Maybe just going down so quick, man. Paralyzing me. Gotta run it, man. You know what? I need to bring this over here real quick. Oh man. So Magma doesn't evolve to level 30 to Magneton. Like crazy now. Who else? Um, Orm. So I know Eris is about to level up or evolve at 24. And then we got a whiles for Sauce. What sucks is that until we beat Andrea, there's no way for us to continue the story. I don't know why. I just kept attacking with Spark against Voltorb. Spores. You know what? Spore is actually gonna be pretty good. We're almost there with Paris. One more level and she will evolve. Big scary face. There we go. Now we got Parasect. All right. That is one goal down. So let's go ahead and try this out. Skip all of this. Already know. All right. It'd been cool if we were able to paralyze it again. We needed sauce. I should have switched. I should have switched. All right, let's send out Golbat. He's either gonna use Bubble Beam or he's gonna switch to Electric Buzz now. I'm gonna hit with Quick Attack. Okay, so now we got Tentacles gone. And we got Golbat level 26. So we're sending out Electric Buzz. So we're gonna send up Parasect. Let's just do Dig. Yeah. Ooh, nice. One hit. That's static, man. Use Golbat. No. Unfortunately, Poison Fang is super effective. But do we have a revive? We do. Now the question is, do we want to use this revive on Magnemite? Let's just do it. Let's go to Bones real quick. Go with Jelly. Water Pulse. All right, let's go with Golbat real quick. All right, so we got Golbat down. Teddiursa. Yes, we are going to use Tank. Rock Slide. Okay, we played that perfectly, guys. We pit. I did not think we were going to win it this time. Yet, thank you for raising the bar. Ooh, I thought we were going to have to train a lot longer. Still can't understand how that mysterious trainer could defeat you with Empty Moon. He must be a true prodigy. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That kid doesn't know who he is dealing with. Now we're moving to Celadon, the central base of Team Rocket. We will we will be finally part of his elite. And that poor kid will regret crossing us on Empty Moon. But I'll be back to the HQ. The teleport machine should be ready. Celadon City is waiting. After all that training, unfortunately, Parasect, I'm gonna have to put you back in the PC. You're just not a viable option anymore. Move. So let's move Gold Warp out of here. Oh, oof. Yeah, let's go ahead and move Barrett back in. Parasite. You know what? I won't put you in a regular box because you did me justice. The question is, from here on out, do we want to trade? 'Cause I still don't need. I actually don't need Surf right now, so I could change to something else, to a different Pokemon. No, I'm just gonna keep my team as is right now. I'm gonna keep the team as is. Oh, you know what? What we do need to do is put the EXP share back on somebody, though. Let's put it on Jelly. Uh, that tree grew back mighty fast. I'm not gonna lie. On the Inherent Grant Outlaw. Thanks to the patent you robbed Bill of, we've established connections between bases through teleportation. You can use it as you please. Now you just teleport it to the Settledon HQ as per assignment. They await your arrival at the barracks for the start of your next mission. Alright, let's teleport. Just want to remember what coughing. Votor Menki Ratata. Only level 15, so that's kind of useless right now. I don't need none of that right now. All right, let's teleport. So I just need to use, ready to use, deliver 7 days. Yes. Wow, you must be outlaw. It takes guts to mess with someone as well protected as Bill and come out on top. The big boss Giovanni is in his office on basement floor 4, one level down from here. He wanted to see you the second you arrive. Don't keep him waiting. One more thing. To reach his office, you can't use the regular stairs. For security, the only way in is through the elevator on the floor above. You'll need this key to get it going. Giovanni is waiting for you. TM21. This way. No, no. Okay. Nope, that's fine. Just trying to see if there's any items anymore. There we go. Ooh, another TM. And you got our TM bag a little up so we can start learning some better moves. Alright, so that was all that I needed from here. Got a moonstone. HP up. Uh, what is this? Super potion. Can't do anything. I gotta go back. Is there anything on this floor? Yes. Hyper potion. Not bad. And I think that's it that we're gonna get before we get to Giovanni. Basement floor 4. And let's see what wifey text. Oh. Come on. Always late. While you took your sweet time getting here, our boss has already given me a mission. There's been some trouble with the bikers on Cycling Road in Fushia, and guess who's going in as mediator? That's right, us. So what do you think of the new digs? Petro might have been exaggerating when he said the Southern HQ was nothing like the one on Route 5. Sure, it's bigger, but it looks pretty similar, don't you think? Anyway, I'm off. My first mission here is going to be perfect. No mistakes, just flawless execution. Oh, Giovanni asked for you. He might have something important.